Hi, Margaret.
Good morning.
Hmm. How are you today?
I'm very good. Happy to be here.
Yeah,
Looking forward to practicing,
me too.
reorienting, finding a safe place.
Anywhere we can find it, right?
Yeah, it's getting to be like that. I woke up this morning, there's headline news on my phone and stuff like that. I'm like, I can't go on like this.
Mm. Yeah, I'm taking a break for sure right now. Not reading the news, not looking at it, not looking at Facebook, just trying to maintain some peace.
Heard an article this morning that said on MSNBC and CNN, oh, uh, viewership has dropped 47%.
Wow.
So we're all taking a break, which is maybe concerning, but
Wow. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
only been it's only been a few, it's only been a month, right? So we just have to heal and regroup and
yes.
for a while.
Yeah, I have to say I do like have it all happening in the corner of my eye. I
Yes,
feel like if I get too engaged now, I'm just going to be exhausted, and I feel like
exactly.
that's part of what's going on. Um, and I'm trying to do what I can in my community, where
Yep.
um, where I can actually make a difference and not just exhaust myself.
Yeah, I'm taking an orientation for a new volunteer uh, activity
Oh, good
also
for you.
that I hope will be helpful.
Mm. Margaret, where do you live?
Well, I don't really live anywhere right now. I'm sitting in a room in a home of friends in Ocala, Florida. I'm from Burlington, Vermont,
Okay.
but I've been traveling for about a year and a half. So ever
Oh,
since I retired,
oh, wow. Yeah.
I had to be free.
Yeah. That's good. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Tracy.
Hi, Ellen. Hi, Margaret. Tracy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Liz. Hi, Carol. Welcome. Gonna wait another few minutes, allow whoever needs to arrive to get here. Good morning, Rachel. Welcome. Good morning, Mary. Welcome.
Hi everyone, good morning.
So I'm leading today, and I'm so grateful to see all your faces and names up on the screen. It's something I look forward to every week that I can be here. And this morning I pulled out Love and Rage and just sort of skimmed through the section on the practice of homecomings, and I was so inspired by just, the beauty of this practice, uh, and Lama Rod's vision, for this for this practice, for this community. And I guess before we start, if we can just bring Lama Rod into our hearts and feel his presence and feel whatever that emotes from you. For me, it's this great sense of gratitude. And the other thing I just want to say in advance is that I'm kind of a backwards person. I usually do this practice backwards. So I hope it isn't disorienting to anyone. Um, I like eating dessert first if I can. So, so it just feels more natural to me. So that's the way I'm going to begin. And, as we come into this practice, if it feels right for you, allow your eyes to close or become downcast, whatever feels right to sort of relax the visual field. And if you want to begin with, um, maybe 3 deep breaths with a pause, holding the breath in. I find that really relaxes me and brings me into my body. So, Then I also ask you to take care of yourself. And if anything that I say, for instance, deep breaths or focusing on breathing isn't really right for you today in this moment, do whatever feels right for you. And, keep your own self care in the forefront as we go through. And I'm going to um, allow for pauses and time for that silence or that particular homecoming to sink in before I move to the next one. So let's begin with our bodies and our minds. I mean, really, we take in the whole world in our senses, or through our senses. We're seeing beings. Our sight is very prevalent. So we try to, as we go inward, kind of move away from the distractions of seeing. But we can still, even if our eyes are closed, see the back of our eyelids and maybe a sense of movement behind them. And a sense of touch, the feeling of clothes on our bodies, coolness or warmth of the air around us. Maybe a sense of aliveness, a tingling in our hands and our feet, or our face, or wherever you feel it. And our sense of taste as we sit here, the moisture in our mouth, sensation of our tongue, maybe some remnants from our morning tea or coffee or toothpaste. And sounds that are close by, or maybe even internal, a humming in our ears. And then as we put our attention further out, maybe the movement of animals or people in our homes, or traffic or birds. Just the sounds of being in this world. It smells. In our mind. Our mind can create worlds, and it interprets worlds. And it doesn't just reside in our heads, it's vast. And I heard this, and it really resonated with me yesterday of putting a teaspoon of salt into a glass of water. And if you taste it, it'll taste very salty. But if you put a teaspoon of salt into a lake and then you taste it, you'll never taste the salt. So if our minds are vast, we can let the whole palette of the world float by without it really interfering or throwing us off our center. If we can allow our mind to be vast, and we can all explore what that means for us. We can welcome this body and this mind into our homecoming circle, our circle of care, and know that it's always here for us to take refuge in. And next, we can reflect upon silence and silence and their companions, spaciousness and stillness. And as we ground ourselves, we can begin to practice that sense of the silence that resides beneath sound, beneath the chaos of our days, that's always available to us. When we tap into that sense of silence and stillness and spaciousness, it can act as a protection. It's a way to keep ourselves safe. Let's welcome silence into our circle of care and feel how it blankets us. Bring your attention to the solidity of the earth beneath us and feel how the chair or the floor rise up to support us. And gravity hugs us down into the earth and keeps us here, keeps us safely on the earth. And being earthlings, all the parts of the earth that are within us are bones comprised of the minerals of the earth. The 60% of us that's water, as it pulses through our veins and fills every cell, are the earth's waters. And our metabolisms that heat and digest foods, create energy, is the same as the fire element of the earth and her atmosphere that protects us from the heat and the cold of the universe. And the change that exists within us are like the winds that blow and shift. We feel the goodness of the earth, for the earth makes us who we are and is a vital part of us, and we're a part of them. And welcome the earth to our circle of care. We greet our ancestors, those beings who love and care for us and travel a parallel path that we walk, unseen, but yet have our best interest. And if we're sensitive to them, we can feel their presence. And those lineage holders who will also walk beside us and may not be of our familiar line, but care greatly that we hold on our lineages of doing good, of helping others, of creating change, or however that expresses through us. And welcome in our ancestors to our circle of care. And we welcome in the triple jewel, our guides, our wisdom texts, and our communities. You can feel the presence of our guides, our teachers, those beings alive in this earth with us or who have passed on, who have taught us the ways of the path that we travel, who give us examples of being free and what freedom could mean. who show us how to love. And some of those guides can see us as the fully enlightened beings we are. We just don't know it yet. And they leave for us lights along this path in the form of wisdom texts. Those words we read, the music we listen to, the plays we go to see who speak the truth to us and show us the way. And communities and sanghas we're part of, where we can support each other and learn from each other, where we can be loved and feel love and share our own love in whatever way that is presenting itself for you. And communities can also be difficult, since we're all in this realm of samsara, in the carceral state. So there's also communities like our companion animals, groves of trees, and just nature in general that can provide for us that feeling of community, of being part of something. Let's sit and soak in the triple gem, our guides, our wisdom texts, and our communities. And see yourself sitting in the center of this vast circle of benevolent energy that has different shapes and different feelings, different aspects. But it's like a vast circle of protection and safety. And begin to see that circle begin to move and swirl and enter into our hearts, where we can access it whenever we need to. See if you can feel that presence within you of all of that light and benevolence and protection. You may feel it in your chest or your belly, or your third eye or your crown, or maybe your entire body. And begin to return to your normal breathing. Feel the earth beneath your feet and your sits bones. Maybe wiggle your fingers and give yourself a stretch. And as you're ready, you can open your eyes or look around the room. And hopefully, we can feel that protection as we go out and know that at least on this level, the world is a benevolent place. Thank you for your practice. See you all next week.
Thanks, Ellen. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Ellen. That was
Thanks,
beautiful.
Valerie.
Yeah,
Great
thank
to see
you.
everyone.
Thank you. That was so beautiful.
Yeah.